Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome to twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn livestream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. I see that nobody's here or excited to be here, including me. I'm not here. Make it happen. Mac it happen. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? And make it, see, that's why Mac it happen, and then we got Make It Pies here, you know, this, there's a theme here, is what I'm saying. The universe is trying to tell us all something. We need to make this happen pies. We need pies to miggity mac, the wiggity whack. What's happening? Yeah, I don't know, Sarastus. Is that a reasonable pronunciation? Welcome to the live stream. Good God. This whole life thing, right? Have you noticed? It's not going well. Yeah, it's just not going well. So, little thing that I was just handling before the live stream started up, or not really handling as much as just, you know, shouting as an old man does at the passing clouds, was little issue that I've been having with my live streams and the YouTubes and the whatnots is, ever since YouTube deprecated their fully functional, just worked, no problem, easy to interact with Stream Now service, which is really just like a different gateway for how you stream to them. You just stream via Stream Now, you stream via YouTube events. It's like, I don't need an event, I just need to click the button and then I start live stream. Not planning these things for weeks. Literally woke up a couple of hours ago, didn't feel like streaming until this moment. Now I'm streaming. I don't need to plan this shit out. It's not going to happen. They did away with the Stream Now service and replaced it with YouTube events exclusively. So you have to configure there. And what they've tried to do, I believe they were working on this for 2-3 years, rolled it out, and they've immediately had to like change everything about how it works because it doesn't. But what they seem to have tried to do is merge the idea of streaming now and events. Drawing into the question, you know, why do I need events? What's the point of events? Like, you want to schedule something? Well, I could just like set it up. Like, could you just have it be a Stream Now thing that I can, you know, click a button and say, show this as upcoming, which is how the Stream Now system worked. You could say it's going to start here, click a little button, and then it'd be like, okay, it'll be in the listing for it's going to happen soon. And that was simple and worked, but now we've got the event system. Anyway, I use Restream.io to broadcast to Twitch and 2 YouTube channels simultaneously, youtube.com/RonanPawn, as well as pawnlive.ronanpawn.com, which is a link that goes to the, you know, page where the VODs land. And the issue that I've been having, shockingly, isn't, I mean, it is YouTube's fault for, you know, changing the system that worked to one that doesn't, but it has more to do with Restream. In that, and Comcast, clouds! In that, when the stream drops, as it happens quite a bit here, thanks Comcast, America's #1 provider of horrible service that we're overcharged for and none of us like. Whenever the stream drops due to a Comcast issue, which tends to happen for 35 seconds or so, I got a 50-50 chance of whether or not YouTube and Restream are going to like work this thing out and just keep the old stream live and just have it going. Or if I'm going to end up with 2 different videos, 2 different, you know, live streams in the VODs and in the recordings and that sort of a thing. And if I do, then Restream has been making this same video over and over and over again. It's not using the configuration that I set up before the live stream. It's pulling from a month and a half ago or something, where it was like, this live stream, this will be the world record in the Kerbal Space Program Speedrun. And so if you've seen like a lot of videos come down on my channel with that title and then they went away because I retitled them what they were supposed to be, it's restream.io/YouTube/Comcast's collective fault. And so that's just a thing. It's just a thing hovering out there. Just a little... Every time I click the go live button, I have to deal with this shit, don't I? Which is fun. It makes me, you know, I'm eager to be here. I'm happy. It's the correct way to say it. Did I say it? So now I'd have to remember how I said it all of 4 minutes ago. Sarastus? What happened? Good afternoon. Hello, Lingus. Crackle, hello, Firm. Hi, how you doing? And Quen and TF. Hi, Pawn. Hi, how you doing? We've been live for all of 6 minutes now, apparently. 7, you lying sack of clouds. But so that's just a little thing. So right before the live stream, I was typing to restream. Hey guys, you know how like a month ago I entered in a little feature request where it would just automatically select the most current, the top event in the list because I see that it's there. If I click on the button, you load it up and then you know it's there. So maybe if you detect that I'm going live and then you automatically like poll and then see what event it should do and then you just select the top one from the list, that'd make it so that I don't have to every time I do a live stream go over to restream. I go to Twitch, I configure the name and the title and the tags, then I go over to YouTube and I configure the title, the description, and the game, and I have to tell it to be public now because YouTube systems are broken and you tell it make it unlisted when it's done, and that actually just changes the master setting so that even though you want it to be public every time and just go unlisted at the end, it actually changes the public button, so you have to click on the fucking public button every goddamn time and remember to, because if you don't, then the notification won't go out. So I do that, and I do that on 2 channels on YouTube. So first I set up Twitch, then I set up YouTube, then I set up the other YouTube. Then I have to go to Restream nowadays and point the fucking configuration at the events that are on YouTube for each of the channels. And I was just, a month and a half ago, I reached out and said, hey, you know what would be a nice little convenience figure so I don't have to add this into my already arduous live stream setup? What if it just selected the top event by default unless overridden by some kind of additional setting? And the response from Restream was, it's a good idea. Yeah, okay. We'll yeah, all right. Thanks for bringing it to us. Cool. So it's now a month later. And that hasn't been integrated, and I've realized that this isn't just a convenience matter, it's a you're fucking up my whole thing matter. So maybe Restream doesn't get my money anymore. We're going to figure that out. Maffy Craft, hello, and AJ is here. I'm going to be honest with you here, Paul, and I have absolutely no interest in Clustertruck or your speedrunning content. But you still got me to give you every single Prime sub just by deserving it the most by quite a margin. Keep it up. Have a nice stream. I'll go to bed now. Wow, thank you so much, Maffy Craft, with the Prime subs and stuff, and Rain the Gamer with a subscription. 4 months. Welcome back to the Big Dick Club, Rain the Gamer. Imagine a multi-billion-dollar company having their software be practical and working well. Imagine. I really didn't... Is that what we need now? We need like a John Lennon version of Imagine that isn't like looking for like world peace and just like, we're all in this together kind of thing. What we need is Imagine all the companies building systems that work and aren't built to obfuscate who's responsible for what at what time and break down an accountability chain and just make it so that they make money, but they don't actually have to be responsible for anything. Imagine all. And Shadow Dragon HD with 4 months on a 4-month streak. Welcome back to the Big Dick Club. Shadow Dragon HD, hey, Pawn, hope you are doing fine. I'm not. But, you can keep hoping. I'll keep shouting at clouds, and we'll see. We'll see how November goes. Thank you for the support. Oh, wow, it was like 70-something last time, and then it turns out you have to live stream or else these numbers drop off pretty fast. I've been bad about that. I've just been physically and emotionally and everything. I don't know. Do I have the energy for any of this anymore? Does anyone have the energy to continue existing in this world at the state that it is? We're all questioning, I think. I hear you were talking about Discord mini-K. Well, who? Who with the what and the where? Talking to AJ about his Imagine a multi-billion-dollar company thing. And Mac it happen with the sub as well. Welcome to the Big Dick Club. Now welcome back. Welcome to the Big Dick Club. You will be receiving 3 to 4 inches. Stock has been low lately. It will be, in addition to whatever you're packing. And if you stay a member, then even if you're packing nothing, then, eventually it turns into the big dick. That's how I run my multi-billion-dollar corporation, in a way that there's no accountability and we lie to you about what you're getting. But, when I do it, it's funny. Oh. Anyway, live streaming, speed running. These things? What if? Oh, hello. Also, options, because I was listening to something while I was running earlier, and I need to turn this back up to what we usually have it at, which is 42 on the master. And Maffycraft, the Twitch app finally got it, and then it came down twice somehow. Somehow you just managed to squeeze an extra, well, 249 is what I see of it out of Jeff Bezos. Maybe the message just came down twice, probably that. Because, you know, it's the same account, so how do you get 2 primes up? Whatever you did, you need to tell everybody in chat how you did it, and then everybody needs to go do that. Double up, double up.
You can't buy me, hot dog man.
Damn clouds.
Damn clouds indeed. Ah! I'm going to talk about some more clouds too. I'm going to talk about Amazon, because that's another thing. It's a whole nother cloud. There's a whole nother cloud that I want to talk about. Let's see if this is, well, first, how do you set up for a speedrun? noAbility percent. It's noAbility percent. That means what you got to do is you go into the abilities and you turn on the grappling hook. That's the you turn the grappling hook on, play campaign over to 910, start it up, because 910 takes this long to start. And now it's started up. We'll hit T, we'll look down at something where the little balls come out and spin. I'll escape, go back to the menu, go over to abilities, turn that back off. And this time, we should be able to start the game and everything is configured. So just to test that, the timer's running in the lower hand corner, and we've got our spinning balls, which are very important. Very... So that's the thing we have now. I got this thing now, little magnets, and floaty ball in the start. I got my balls. My balls are on screen. Thank you, little magnets, again for the 500 bits. I'll just start running and chatting. This is gonna be ugly. I just de-rusted the last live stream on noAbility, so if I'm gonna actually talk at the same time as I'm running about things that aren't me running, this is gonna be a hell of a thing. By the way, can you enable anti-aliasing in this game without the motion blur by enabling FXAA through the NVIDIA control panel? Oh, you can enable anti-aliasing without the motion blur. Okay. I got to this point running like this after leaving all the graphics at maximum settings because, you know, I can feel the difference now, and the game just performs a little bit better, but good to know. So through the NVIDIA control panel, force the anti-aliasing on, and then you won't get the motion blur crap. Cool. Cool, thank you, TF. Okay, this is gonna be a slow start, because I got trapped in the corner there. That's a 6-9. At least it wasn't a 7. I remember used to, you know, used to think of, like, the idea of, you know, if you can't, the idea of if I would have gone to GDQ on that run, you know, that run that we didn't, and if I would have gone to GDQ, like I was gonna start it out with, you know, if you can't get a sub 7 in noAbility on 1-1, then you're not a real speedrunner. And then put myself under the pressure to come in with a sub 7. And I just remember that being like, you know, it was a little bit difficult for me back then to get the sub 7, and I was gonna put myself under that live pressure to do it, and now it's like, really? Sub 7? That's the lowness of your standard? Sub 7 on the 6.3able level? Yeah. Things have changed anyway. Comcast is horrible. Have you tried port forwarding with them? Whoa, hang on. That actually came in, wow, and then this didn't. Awesome. Port forwarding, no. Like, I don't know exactly what you mean. I definitely do, you know, have and run a VPN so that I can, you know, have internet without somebody watching me, and also so that my internet will perform at a decent speed, because it is, fuck you. It is shocking the amount of, the difference between connecting to certain websites through the UK and certain websites through a US connection. The difference is astonishing. Twitch is one of them. For all of Jeff Bezos' Amazon's money, who owns Twitch, they can't seem to, like, they can't seem to support their own servers in the US for being able to watch back VODs or even watch back your own, like, recording in order to highlight it. Anything that isn't live streaming has been very inconsistent. The moment that I VPN into London, pretend I'm going through London, you know, I have to send my internet signal across an ocean and back, and it's faster. Whose fault is that? I'm gonna blame Amazon and Comcast and the clouds. And that's actually very relevant to say "and the clouds" there, because they've got their own, don't they? Amazon has their own clouds. But yeah, so in the title, you know, today's video, today's topic of just, my God, really? Is this the world? Is Amazon's lack of accountability, zero accountability scam. So, it's like, I always forget this. Like, they've set it up specifically to make you forget this, to, like, hide the fact that Amazon is basically eBay, you know? They've set it up to make it seem like it's a legitimate single-source outlet and that kind of thing, but it's basically just eBay, and anything that you can buy from Amazon and everything that you do buy from Amazon is, you know, supplied not by Amazon, but by some third-party company, and then Amazon just maintains the listing. So you're going on and looking at their incredibly generic listing for a number of products. Oh, wait, I still don't know. Okay, I remember now. I came up with a way to do this for noAbility, because I forget how I used to do it. So I'll try and remember for next time, 1.8, how I meant to do that. Okay, give me that. Give me you. No way up there, might as well reset. But yeah, I always forget that that's how Amazon works, and basically, like, I just realized because Lady Pawn and I ordered a number of things from Amazon recently, and one of them didn't get here. And the reason that it didn't get here is because they shipped it using UPS. And UPS, despite the fact that I received like 2 other parts of my order separately on the same day that this order was supposed to be in, apparently from other shippers, or I don't understand how it is, you know, I was receiving 3 deliveries to my door on one day individually, but I was somehow. And on that day, I had actually a fire extinguisher, because we don't have one in the house now after a neighbor had a fire, and I threw it across the fence so that their house wouldn't burn down, and, you know, now it's used up, and I never got it back, kind of a thing. So let's get ourselves a fire extinguisher, and what happened was I ordered one of those. It was supposed to come in on a day that we received multiple other items from Amazon, and it didn't get here. And instead, on my porch was like the boxes, damn it, I forgot to do it again. It was like the boxes with the other items in it that we'd ordered, and a note from UPS saying we couldn't deliver it this time because I don't know. So they left a note on the door while there were other boxes. Wow, that was a beautiful, look at that, 10.5 out of 19. Yeah, they left a note on the door saying we couldn't deliver, even though we and probably another company delivered earlier today, but we couldn't. So we'll be back tomorrow. By the way, we were here the entire time, both Lady Pawn and I, 2 people sitting in this house waiting for deliveries. I mean, not really waiting, but you know, it's the era of COVID. We're all at home, is the thing. So we were here, they came by, did not knock, is my point. They did not knock, there were 2 of us here. If they would have knocked, we would have, you know, noticed it. And gone out and received it. They didn't knock, instead they just stuck a sticker to the door. Day 2, we'll be back tomorrow to deliver it. They didn't come. They also did not come and did not dock. The next day, we were again here all day. Where the hell else are we gonna be, you know? It's a pandemic and a government that doesn't believe in science, you know, so, and believe in, I can't see it, so I don't know what they're talking about with this microscopic disease. So yeah, we're at home, nobody came, and that day I did not get a letter on the door, I did not get a note on the door because nobody even bothered walking up to my door. Instead, what I got was an email saying, we attempted to deliver it today. Shit, what are you doing, Paul? We attempted to deliver it today, even though clearly they didn't, and you weren't around, and so now if you'd like to come and get it, then you can come and get it. It'll be we delivered it to some place nearby. So, you know, if you want your shit... No, not gonna make it on that one. If you want your shit, come pick it up from some fifth party now. We're on to fifth party individual who will be holding your shit in case you want it for a little bit, and then we'll just mail it back, and you guys can figure that shit out. So what I decided to do was I contacted Amazon. Well, I was going to contact Amazon and tell them, so here's the deal. I didn't pick your shipper. You picked your shipper. Okay? Your shipper didn't deliver, as they acknowledge. You need to sort this shit out with your shipper. I'm not going to get on the phone and play fucking middleman for you and your supply chain. That's not how business works. That's the premise of capitalism right there that y'all seem to love so much, is, you know, you need to hold your own vendors accountable to do the job that you paid them for. Like, you can't say, well, we hired these guys, so you go talk to those guys. No. See, because what happened there is you hired those guys. So what they do is now, you know, they're your representative. You paid them to be you in this transaction. So I complain to you, and you complain to them. That's called a supply chain. That's called accountability. That's called, you know, you being aware that maybe this shipper doesn't work very well, and then having to change something about what you do. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't think I'm gonna make that, so I'm gonna go for the backup. So I was gonna contact Amazon and tell them that, and when I went through their, you know, don't contact us form that tries to keep you from actually speaking to an agent at any point, their automated system told me Amazon did not fulfill this order. This was fulfilled by, you know, the seller. So if you have a problem with shipping, then contact them. Here's their, you know, here's a contact form for talking to the seller. So I reach out to the seller and give them the speech instead of giving it to Amazon, where I explain how, you know, business works, and especially when you're in the business of distribution and selling things online, that, you know, you're responsible for the delivery. You don't just get to sell it and then it doesn't matter whether it gets there or not. No, actually, turns out that what your customer is paying for is the product to actually be delivered to them. And if that doesn't get there, then that's your problem. And I'm not gonna call UPS, and I'm not gonna play this fucking game for you. This is your problem, you resolve it. And, fuck! They responded, you know, with exactly everything that I told them in my email. Don't you fucking tell me that. Don't you fucking tell me that I should contact UPS. You contact UPS. You shipped it. It didn't get here. You hired them. It's your problem. Hopping over. I'll get that back eventually, my 3.9 technique. Let's see if I can get my 3.10 by shutting up about Amazon for a second. This is pretty goddamn tricky. Nope! Bad RNG in the middle. The trucks just weren't in a position where I could do it. Try it again. No, I'm just gonna have to slow down and walk it in. Damn it. And then out. So, yeah, I contact them, let them know, you know, here's the situation. I'm not gonna go pick up the thing that your shipper threw in a ditch somewhere and gave me the, you know, treasure map to go dig up. You're supposed to deliver it to me. You call them and get them to fucking deliver it to me. And they say, well, you're gonna have to take that up with UPS. So now what I've gone through is I've gone through Amazon telling me, you know, we're not responsible for this because it was fulfilled by the seller. The seller telling me we're not responsible for this because we're not UPS, and UPS is the person you have a problem with because your item didn't actually arrive. Not us who sold it to you, along with, you know, the shipping that we chose on your behalf. And so at this point, I'm just gonna let the thing fucking sit there. And then UPS is gonna send it back to them, and then they're gonna have to send me a fucking refund, and that's how that works. But I'm not gonna drive down and pick something up, you know. In the era of COVID, I'm not ordering online so that I can go out into public places with, and I know that building because I've done this before, very small, you know, interior, where I'd be hanging out with the other people who are there to pick up the things that people couldn't be bothered to actually ship to them, despite the fact that they paid for them to be shipped to them. I'm not gonna do that, so it's gonna end up going back. But I go back to the Amazon. Go back to the Amazon website. Just like I think to No, yeah, that's it. I went to bitch, you know? I went to put a fucking review on the seller, because if the seller's not responsible, holding themselves responsible, or claiming responsibility for the shipping, then fuck these motherfuckers. You could say I'm being unreasonable, and yeah, you're not wrong. At least, like, my reasonableness is relative to, like, reality, or relative to, like, what the world is supposed to be, as opposed to how everybody has managed to create a zero accountability supply chain. I'm doing the responsible consumer thing here, is what's going on. I could have made it, but I fucked it up. Just fall, land it, jump forward, stop, go. Alright. So yeah, I go on because I'm gonna leave them a 1-star rating for not giving a fuck, and, you know, I literally told them, do not tell me. I did not pay Amazon for a third-party seller to tell me to get in touch with a fourth-party fucking shipper. You get in touch with the goddamn shipper. And I say this, because, again, when I went to Amazon to say, hey, my shit wasn't delivered, Amazon said, well, that's the seller's fault, not our fault. We weren't involved in the shipping. And so I leave that 1-star review. And today, I was going back on there for something and had a look at my 1-star review. And my 1-star review is there, but it's been crossed out. There's a line down the middle of my 1-star review now, where all my text has a score. It has a strike through it. And underneath it is the listing that says, from Amazon. This is Amazon speaking, saying the seller is not responsible for this shipping issue. So what I now have is I have Amazon telling me they're not responsible. Please talk to the seller. Then I contact the seller. The seller says, we're not responsible. You want to talk to UPS. And then I go to leave a review because this is already fucked up. And then what I've got is Amazon saying I'm not allowed to leave a negative review of this transaction based on the shipping because the seller is in fact not responsible for the shipping. So Amazon's now told me that, you know, that Amazon was not involved in damn it. Amazon was not involved in the shipping of this item. And that I needed to contact the seller, and now Amazon is telling me that the seller's not responsible for the shipping of the item either. And I think that what's actually being communicated there is that Amazon did fulfill this order, and their automated system... Okay, yeah, I did that wrong. And their automated system just lied to me. No. Oh, you swung left, didn't you? I was just gonna land on him, I needed to look down. Just lied to me because that system is designed so that they don't have to deal with, you know, actually talking to their customers. It's a gating system. So it just said that, you know, we're not responsible for this, you'll have to contact the seller. When in fact, Amazon was responsible for fulfillment. That's my guess. I don't know, because they're saying two things that are, you know, contradictory of one another. And getting away with it. So, you know, long story short... I think you can make that story short now, Plum. After telling the long version of the long story? God damn it. I missed the popper. This is, you know, it's a run we'd reset if we weren't still sort of derusting. I should have cut the corner on that jump. But yeah, so I've gone through this nice little chain of zero accountability from Amazon, where no one is accountable for actually delivering your goods, for getting it there, and Amazon doesn't want to hear about it, the seller doesn't want to hear about it, and they want me to call their shipper. And, you know, an interesting thing to reflect on here is that in America right now, we've got, like, agents within the federal government trying to tear down the USPS, and their philosophy for that, you know, because it make no mistake, it's a philosophy. They are trying to tear it down. They want to see private companies do the mail instead. You know, do all of the shipping for America. And not surprisingly, because, you know, the U.S. Postmaster General actually has a stake in those companies. So, I wonder how we got here. But it's just interesting because what we're talking about, you know, those of us who are responding to that and saying, Are you fucking stupid? You know, this is exactly the situation that we're talking about. Like, we don't have to even test it. We don't have to give it a chance to run and find out what would happen, because we already know. UPS and FedEx have both come up with this whole, like, okay, maybe we didn't get it to your house, but it's somewhere nearby system, and it's been in place for 2-3 years. So, you know, Americans are now paying for shipping, and the premise behind the shipping is, you know, we'll get it somewhere near your house, maybe. And that's objectively worse than the USPS, isn't it? 6-day delivery of mail that is heavily regulated and heavily overseen, and there's very strict fucking standards, or at least there used to be. So basically, like, the argument that UPS and FedEx could do this better if only they didn't have to compete with the USPS, that's not actually what we have right now. What we have is evidence that even though, you know, they're a private company and have all this benefits of being in the private market, they spend more money and develop more technology, and they're not overseen and not hampered by regulation, their systems are worse than the federally operated, and it's not even, and it needs to be, USPS though. Come on, Paul. I know it's been a while, I know it's a scary turn, but you can do it. Right, get me in here and then stop. But I just love, you know, that libertarian fucked up, that like, you know, corporate capitalism will save us all bullshit, when it's like, do you not have eyes? Like, have you not noticed? Like, we have these systems already, you know? We need to deregulate these industries so that they'll be more effective, you know, better cost, and drive technology forward, lower cost for the American people, because that's what the free market does. I'm sorry, I'm paying $90 a month for my internet to Comcast for internet that in the UK would be better, objectively. Not just in the UK, in Europe, in fucking South Korea, just generally speaking, on the surface of the earth. Anyone who's not Comcast, who doesn't have a monopoly, would be providing me better internet at literally half the price. Average cost of internet in Europe is, pretty sure, €45 a month. Something around there, 45 euro a month for the average cost. And that average internet that they provide is faster than what I'm paying $90 a month for, that cuts out during the fucking live streams for just long enough for the whole system to go fucking sideways, and I have to describe and retitle and re-thumbnail these VODs, if I care, if I can be bothered to give a fuck. So it's like, you know, in response to your whole, the free market, laissez-faire capitalism will save us all, we've actually got a lot of free market, laissez-faire capitalism currently operating. I don't know if you noticed or not. It doesn't work! It's actually like, can you imagine? Here's what I want to pitch to you right now, okay? Here's my plan for office, okay? Every U.S. citizen, the federal government is going to give them $50 a month. Just an extra $50 a month. Every single citizen, United States of America, 300 million fucking taxpayers, you're all gonna get $50 a month. And we're gonna do that without taking a single dollar out of the federal government. You're just gonna have an extra 50. You know, it's not gonna change your fucking life, but it's gonna make things better, right? Extra 50. Anybody on board for that? Who wants to get an extra $50 a month? Because I can do it without spending a single taxpayer dollar. What we do is we regulate Comcast and AT&T. And boom! Everyone in America saves $50 a month. Not because we fix the price. We don't have to fix the price, we just need to fix the fucking marketplace. We just need to actually have capitalist competition in this country again. You know? Have it so it's not a monopoly that can just do whatever the fuck they want. That's what we need. Slight regulation means everybody's fucking pocket is a little bit heavier. Can you, like, put that together in terms of, like, the money, you know? 300 million people, $50 a month. How much is Comcast making by gouging, is my question. Like, let's just estimate it there. They're making $50 over what they should be making for everything that they provide to, let's say, like, 200 million? We'll say 200 million American households. So 200 times 50, you know, but million is what I'm saying. So 50 times 200 million. What do we got there? Huh? Is that Because obviously it's a 1 or a 10 or 100, but how many billions are we talking about per month that the American people are being gouged for by this unregulated, let-off-the-leash fucking monopoly of Comcast that's actually merging with AT&T broadband? The only fucking competition for internet. And there's a merger in process that the American government has been looking at for 20 years and is finally ready to sign off on. Sorry? You fucking sign off on a merger between AT&T and Comcast. What's the... Oh, I see why it's been in there for 20 years. You were positioning all of your people, all of your cronies, so that they could do what didn't make any fucking sense to any regulatory agency. You were making sure that Ajit Pai had a seat at the FCC before you did this ridiculous thing, right? Because otherwise, nobody would have actually done it. Yeah? Yeah? Have I figured it out? Have I got it? I think I got it. Did I crack the fucking code? But, you know, I just love that perspective, that, like, willfully blind bullshit that I just can't believe anybody swallows it. Like, sure, of course, rich people are gonna come on fucking Fox News, and, you know, talk about how laissez-faire capitalism, and, you know, just let the free market handle everything is just so good for everybody. Why? Because it makes them it makes them rich to do it. So of course they're gonna say it. My thing is, how does anyone believe that? How does anyone who lives in this world and pay their fucking monthly bills and see what they are actually believe this noise? Fuck me! Alright, well I gotta do it. You know, I gotta get it down and get my methods back. Alright, I left a little bit late there, and the RNG at the beginning here is strong. So trying to get the... Trying to get the jump. I want to get it from the middle. The middle is my fast route. Yeah, it's not gonna work out that way. I'm gonna have to take the backup. It should be from back here, run this side. Come in. Certain levels need a lot more derusting than others. This is one of them. 310, I put it some time in today as well. So if I go the middle route, and I do this, and then... No, okay. I'm gonna get the route. I'm gonna finish, you know, I'm gonna do this once, and then we're gonna reset the run. But it's like, you, sure, just so long as I'm running off the front one, to this, up to you, and then I immediately nose into that and pop to gold. That's all it is. That's all that I need to do there. Alright. Maybe I won't reset, because I'd rather get get warmed up on these later levels. Damn it! Damn it, should have been watching those trucks better. Watching those mid-air bullet speed trucks. Come on, baby. Nope. Nope. I'd like to figure this out too, because it's been too long. I don't remember where I need to be when I'm coming down here to be able to build the speed, land the front truck, and go straight to goal. So like that, okay? So figured that out. 8-5. Go. Here. Uh-oh. Just take that speed, go straight to goal on that guy. 8-6. Head up to the front bar here, pop. Sit on your ass. I'll sit on your ass too. Take a big pop from you. Just to be in the air a little bit longer. Then over to you. Over to you. Could go straight in, but this is just easier. And the straight in, I never really developed it to the point where it was like, where I could be completely confident in it. Damn it. Damn it. I should have... Fuck you. I'm resetting on that. So often lately, it feels like I got sticky keys or something, you know? Like, the game is saying that I was still holding the jump button, and I guarantee you, game. I can't guarantee you. Makes me feel like I don't know what the hell's going on, you know? I don't know if I did hold that button, because... But I didn't. But I guess the game is saying that I did. Gave me a jump. But we are talking about, you know, milliseconds and frames and stuff when it comes to this, so maybe the game's right and I'm wrong. On to you. Go. All the way down to this pair side by side. Straight to the front truck. Get there. Push her in. 8-9. Okay, here, just a little bit of delay right there helps out a million times. A little, million% easier when you just put that little delay on. I'm gonna try for this. Just go straight in. Yes. And that's a gold. I don't think I've ever done that before, even though I absolutely could have. So we're gonna do it that way from now on. One, I'm a little bit behind the cycle, but I think I'm okay. I was. So here, and one more. Go again. No! Shit! Stay alive, stay alive. Okay. Tried for the mega jump off of there. Didn't quite work out. I'm gonna go down to you, and then see if I can't figure out what the hell my routing used to be for 9-1. Yeah, this is not it, because now I have to slow down, stop, get on the front of you, take the run, get on the outside. Yeah, that's way too slow. 9-2. I think it was just you. Out to this guy. Ah, if you hit it right, it'll just throw you real hard, but alright. So we'll have to hopscotch our way through the lava. Wow, I almost missed that landing. And we end. 9-3 now. This has been giving me a lot of trouble in noAbility since I came back. Like, I can't figure out if there were stable things that I used to do. If I set up for a mega jump... No, fuck. I should have set up for a mega jump right there. I had the time, and it would have been, better than the dying that was the option, apparently. Hey! God damn this fucking level. I can't remember, I remember getting very consistent with it, but, I don't know what I was doing. What are you doing smacking me like that? I was already climbing up you. You threw on a little extra fucking physics. I was gonna climb to the top of it and then ride it up. Ride it up and over. Yeah, on the outside of you. Get me to these trucks. Fuck it. Okay. I should have reset. I'm gonna reset this to come into it correctly. Oof, you are just barely staying alive there. This is a level where, it's dangerous for all these reasons, but the best thing that I've found for trying to make it consistent is just get a shit ton of speed at the beginning, which is what I was trying to do, and didn't. So 3 timing delay hops, and across these guys, all the way out to you, little short hop to get me there, long hop to get me to the front of you, and then straight into goal. That one I do the same in any percent as noAbility. It's very consistent. There is a PTB, but I prefer that. See if I... No! That's not what I meant to do. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to jump across like a lot of trucks now. I would like to be halfway through this thing. This field with the first jump. 9-7. This is, the Satan maker. God damn it. That was... And it kept me sliding. It's like the truck was covered in ice. Let's do this. See if I can't clear the gap. I can't. Fuck. I was looking at this as a possibility too. Like if I take this jump and then go into you and hold that into that and then hold this, like I can maintain the speed. The idea anyway is to try and maintain the speed through here that will allow you to cross these gaps. So, but there it floated me and then it didn't allow me to climb the back of them. This fucking level, Until you play this level in noAbility, you have no idea how wrong this game's physics can get when they build a level that breaks everything. What happened there, I'll just do it this way. The way that was most consistent for me was like that, to the right, you land on this guy, you find something here. The problem is you gotta get through the Valley of the Shadow of Death right there, and it's complete RNG whether or not you're gonna get trucks that will allow you, and it's complete RNG what jump I get off of that. I should have gotten a big, large jump. I was holding forward and jump. That gives you a larger jump. It just ate most of the jump, and then I couldn't go. I couldn't make the gap anymore. Here we go. Thank you. Come on. Come on! Fuck. And it's this level where it's like, If you try and take it slow and be careful and cautious and stuff, that could get you killed. If you try and go fast in order to, like, just get the hell out of the level, that could get you killed. Like, the balance is nothing. There is no balance that I am aware of. It all in midair, all of my speed went nowhere, and then I couldn't, like, position myself to land in mid-fucking air on this level. 9-7 in noAbility, ladies and gentlemen. And then that RNG that we just saw there, where the trucks were there, I immediately reset. Why? Because there's no way through on that. Like, there's really no way through here unless these trucks get to the top, and then there's something else, and then, okay, now I can make it. But now I'm fighting against the lava. You know, we've got so much time before the lava starts coming up here. Alright, made it through. Now, 9-8. I wanted to be doing 9-8 where I jump out to the left and then come back to the right. I think I did that early. Yeah, that's just bad. None of that doesn't really matter how I do it now, if I can do it at all. Because I'm trying for a method here. Prove a concept to myself. I gotta land the tops of those trucks, get up to here. See, but they're in that position there, so it makes most sense to go out to the right. You just gotta look at it and choose every time. I was hoping that there would be like a lockdown method for it, but it doesn't look like it. Pop? No. Usually when I do that, I come off of the jump bar for just a tick at a time, because you're getting, ooh, go, go, go. You get more speed by doing those little ghost hops like that than you would otherwise. Yeah, no. I will... It's right there, game. They saw me hit it. They saw when I hit it. Go back and frame by frame that shit and see you steal a fucking jump from me. Ah, damn it, they gave me that lineup again. If you've got the 3 trucks that go all the way to the front, then you can leave earlier. Oh yeah, just take all of my speed. Sure. No, I wasn't fucking touching that! Wasn't holding the jump button when you jumped me! 1, 2, 3. Right strafe back. 1 more up to the back. Left. No! Fucking reset. Fucking reset! God damn it! How the fuck it managed to, like, I was on the fucking bleeding edge of this, and I tapped to come off of it, and it still didn't let me come fucking off of it. God, I hate fucking this game. And love it. Eat shit and die! Right strafe to you, pop up, land, stop, to the left. Boom. Pop up. Hey! Now, can I line this up? Ooh, I got a good lineup right now. Oh! Sub 30. noAbility is so calming, right? Especially in hell. When you've got all that time behind you, all that good work, time save coming into hell, and then it's just a bunch of random nonsense bullshit, you know? 9-3, fucking awful. 9-7, fucking awful. 9-4, kind of awful. So much fucking RNG at the end. I wanna scroll up and read chat from, because I saw y'all were talking politics and I was missing it because I was trying to do a speed run. And now I'm trying to dance. My mouse is locked in the game window, and if I don't let it clear, then it won't be cleared. Okay, you're welcome. I'm glad that I played as well. Okay, wow. This is a lot, actually. Let's scroll back up. There's a lady pawn? Wow, I really missed that. A lot. Yeah, there's a lady pawn. Basically, every time furniture has been ordered for me, complete failure between the seller and the delivery people. Pawn working within the system, getting his face slapped. Yeah. Well, working within the system and finding out that the system is built, And this is true like across everything now. The system is built so that like what we need you to do is it's a gated system and you enter here. Okay, now turn left. Yeah, okay, right. Now here, we need you to talk to this person because this is no longer our department anymore. Okay, so turn right and come back. Yeah, okay, so now I'm going over here. And now this is actually a third-party contractor, but they're really the ones who are responsible for what happened here. Okay, so I should talk to the, yeah, okay, so left again and then okay, so back through the turnstile, okay, over here. And, hey, aren't you the guy that was at the, did I pass through a portal? I'm at the beginning again. This was a circle somehow, but I was going forward and then I did a left and then a right and then a left and then a right and somehow I'm back here? How the fuck did this happen? That's how it works. Amazon isn't responsible because they're not the shipper, they say. And then I, contact the seller and they say we're not responsible because you should contact the shipping company that we hired, or that was used, UPS. And I say, I'm not going to do that. That's your fucking job. And then I leave a nasty, ranking, nasty star rating for the seller on the seller's account. And Amazon comes in and crosses it out, stating that the seller is not responsible for the shipping. In other words, stating that, Amazon then must be responsible for the shipping, right? If you're saying that the seller is responsible, then you are responsible for the shipping, which is exactly the opposite of what you told me at the beginning of this process in order to get me to call the seller instead of calling you. So here we are, back at the fucking beginning. If they can do it better, why do they give it to USPS to finish the final delivery so often? It's almost like if the USPS doesn't exist, then all those runs where UPS and FedEx hand off to USPS right at the end, they won't actually come to your house. And if the agent is in a little bit of a hurry today, doesn't want to wait for you at the door or knock or something, then they might find that it's more convenient. Or maybe they're just afraid it's fucking corona pandemic out there. They don't want to talk to somebody at the door if they don't have to. Hey, all I have to do is fill out this slip in my, truck and not knock on the door and then just walk up and put the slip there without knocking. My dad and I were joking that soon they're going to have nail guns, from the car. They're just going to drive by in the truck and they're going to write it up in the truck, put the thing on the thing, then poof, into the side of your house, and that'll be the knock as they pull away. See, I knocked. It was the sound of me driving a 10-penny nail into the fucking siding of your house with a note strapped on it that said I couldn't be bothered to do my fucking job and no one is going to hold me accountable for that. So fuck it. Because none of the people upstream are accountable to anybody. If I can't hold them accountable, then the company's not going to hold you accountable. And oh, is this how we build a swamp? Yes, it is. The lack of accountability. Thanks, Amazon. Thanks. Really good system. Really works out where you simultaneously say you're not responsible for the shipping and the seller isn't responsible for the shipping. Am I responsible for the shipping? Because I don't remember choosing who was going to ship it. You guys just did that. Spend more time and more money trying to increase profits. Yeah, they're very good at wasting money and capital and resources in order to collect all of that capital and resources for them. In other words, they're very good at creating a pile of waste by being wasteful, and then they get to keep the waste is how that works. That's the job of a middleman. And that's what Amazon is. They've positioned themselves, it is a risk-deferred corporation. The whole concept there is we're not a seller, we've got warehouses, but our products aren't in the warehouse. They've got some products that are their own, but I'll bet anything that's a third-party subsidiary. They own it, but, on the books, it's different. But, our warehouses, these aren't products we're selling. We're selling space in our warehouses to sellers who will put their products in our warehouse, and then we use our name and our website and everything and our systems in order to facilitate selling, but we're not the ones who are selling. And then we ship from our warehouses the products the seller put there on behalf of the seller, but we're not responsible for the shipping that we did because it's the seller shipping through, a company that they hired, which is us, but it's us and we hire another company. So really, we're just the fourth party in a 6-party chain here when you get down to it. So we're not actually responsible for anything that happens on our platform. is their perspective anyway. Apparently, and no, I don't think I need to meet Tatiana. Thank you. Fine is a good mic. Half the U.S. thinks Trump is a genius. Don't know what to tell you. And then AJ says, I don't think half the U.S. thinks Trump is a genius. Maybe half of people who vote think he is. Problem here is not enough people vote. No. Statistically speaking, half of the country has never thought well of Donald Trump, as shown in the original election when he lost the public vote. So in terms of the number of people, even within the votership, who will vote for Trump is less than half. So we start from there, and then we go into how many of them are Klansmen, and how many of them just don't give a fuck who has to die in order to make their riches, and how many of them are just fucking retarded, just straight up goddamn stupid, Some of them are malicious and willful, and they're supporting Trump specifically because, there's a value to them. There's a benefit. They believe there's a value or a benefit to them, and they don't care how many children have to be detained separately from their families on the border, who came here as refugees fleeing. They don't care. They don't care how many hundreds of thousands of people per year are over-prosecuted, overcharged, over-convicted, and then get longer sentences than people who don't have the same skin color as them but are in the same situation. They don't care, but they're going to make money off of it, or they're going to find a position of power for it. So you got them. And honestly, I kind of think they're better because they're, evil. They've chosen. They know what's going on, and they've decided, I don't care how many people have to die, I'm doing this for me. And, at least they've made the choice, right? I think the real problem is the people who are too fucking stupid to actually make that choice, to become aware, to understand what's going on. People who lap up whatever's being fed, At some point, the Republican Party managed to, I don't think it's taken a hold, but some idiots have really, latched onto the idea. Remember, Trump and his administration started talking about, how the Democrats are in bed with the corporations. The Republicans saying the Democrats are in bed with the corporations, The guy who brags about being a billionaire when he's actually more in debt than everyone else in the country right now. I'm a billionaire, I got millions of dollars and stuff, but actually your assets versus your debts means that you're actually poorer than most of the people who you're supposed to be serving. I mean, if we're going to use, math and numbers, that guy and his people shouting about how the Democrats are in bed with corporations, they thought that would fly. I mean, yeah, the Democrats are in bed with corporations. They're the cleanup crew after you and your party fucking suck the corporations off all night long, and then the Democrats come in for some cuddling or something at the end of the night. The difference here is it's not night and day, but it's night and dusk is what we're talking about there. There is a palpable difference in which one of these two parties is more corrupted by corporations. They're both corrupted by corporations, but for the one that is worse off to say it about the other one, wow, you have courted yourself some really dumb motherfucking Americans. And here's the problem, is that it's fun and it's easy and lighthearted and whimsical and almost dismissive to sit here and shout, there's some dumb motherfuckers in America, and that's why everything's fucked up, because they're so goddamn stupid. Those stupid motherfuckers, them. Here's the problem, though. They're stupid because they've been built to be stupid. They're stupid because the people who we're talking about, who get elected by them, made them stupid, kept them stupid, made sure that they didn't get access to, good education, are literally trying to undermine the concept of nationwide education where, no matter who you are, you get a fucking education. No, let's let private companies do that. It's worked out so much for Comcast, UPS, fucking. So it's like, I don't even get to be, I am, but you know, it's not even like a purely just, these people are just fucking ignorant and it's their own goddamn fault. It's not. It's not. You know, the representatives who they are electing are like the next generation of the representatives who 20 years before they were born made sure that when they were born, they would come out stupid and then filled their head with lies and bullshit and nationalism and flag waving. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and our history that has nothing to do with fucking slavery. Bullshit that they've filled their heads with. And it's all been quite intentional, you know? And so it's like, how angry can you get at the populace of ignorant fucking morons that they are when the result, the end of them, you know, them being ignorant fucking morons that they are, is a plan. It was a plan. And it's always been a plan. And nothing has changed for thousands and thousands of years, you know? Well, it's a democracy. First off, American is not a democracy. It's a plutocracy. Literally, the rich and the powerful get more votes than everyone else does. That is just a fact. And it's not just in our, like, you know, electoral system for the country. It's in the fucking primary systems for the Republican and Democratic Party. There is not an inch of our election process that is not a plutocracy. That is not the rich and the powerful have more votes than everybody else. But that is like the vague image of something other than rulers, other than kings and fiefdoms and, you know, other than barons and baronesses. That's all we have, is the image that it ever changed. But it didn't. It didn't, you know? They sit in a castle and they tell us how our lives are going to be. And they go out of their way to make sure that we never get enough to climb the castle walls, you know? Very, very difficult to do, especially when you're like defending against other things. Suddenly you got to give all these people weapons and stuff, and you're just crossing your fingers while you're sitting up in your fucking tower that they don't like get those weapons and then go, hey, wait a second. Fuck that guy. And come up. But nothing has changed, you know? It's the same people, the same families. You just fucking like trace back the lineages. The same fucking group, the same aristocracy ruling from on high. But, you know, after people started chopping off heads in France, had to realize they had to give some kind of image of something that wasn't just ruling, that wasn't just dictating. And that's what we have now. A nice, lovely plutocracy. Did Amazon fuck you over, Pawn? I mean, end of the day, they just wasted my fucking time, you know? I ordered a fire extinguisher, and now it's going to sit in a fucking place that I'm not going to pick it up from because that ain't my fucking job, and that's not what I paid you to fucking do. And then it'll be sent back to them by their fourth-party fucking shipper that doesn't work, but we should get rid of that. The USPS and replace them with the UPS because it... You know, at the end of the day, they'll just have wasted my fucking time. I'm going to get all my money back and everything. What program do you use for your desktop? This is called, something. The fuck is this called? Fences. Yes, create fence here. Configure fences. This is Stardock's Fences. The company is Stardock. The product is Fences. It's okay. I like it for the organization. It could be better. I had it happen with FedEx. Now, wait a second. Maffycraft, is this the third time today you've how are you doing this? No. Maffycraft, 12 months. Hey, guess what? I can somehow post a sub message for a third time this stream. 12 months, apparently. Congratulations. Keep going. If every one of these is $2.50 in my pocket, I want to see 12 of these by the end of the live stream. Maybe, you know, Jeff Bezos' systems don't work right for him, too. Jermason saying, I've had it happen with FedEx not even delivering it to where I work because they thought we were closed, even though we were waiting for them and where they could see us. They just marked it as not available for delivery, but never showed up to deliver. Yeah. So there you go. Unregulated shipping, just you kind of, you know, we're paying a third party. They could do it however they want to. And you know, no oversight. Gee, what does that lead to? No accountability. Gee, what does that lead to? Oh, it turns out, you know, the job not getting done. So honestly, this whole thing where like they sent me a fucking fire extinguisher, which is a heavy thing with compressed gases in it and stuff like that, and they shipped it from wherever it started, and then it was supposed to get here, but they shipped it somewhere else now, and so they had to leave it there, and now they're gonna have to pick it back up, and then they're gonna have to ship it back to where it came from. That's me draining money out of their systems. That's me costing them time and money. And the more of that we can do, the better. Because, you know, if that's all this is the weak bullshit soft premise that's come up with, is that, you know, the marketplace will hold themselves accountable, you know, that their customers will be unsatisfied, and so they'll change their policies so to make their customers happy, because there will be a agency to compete against them who can, but that's not how it works. Not with systems this large, not with nationwide and fucking global systems of shit like this, like shipping, like telecommunications. That's not how it works, because you don't have competitors. You have oligopolies, you know? You got two or three, if you've even got two or three. Comcast and AT&T are merging. We're going to have a total fucking monopoly here, and it will have been signed off after 20 years review by the American government, giving them a total monopoly. This, the remnants, like these companies, the remnants of organizations being built up from the last time that we broke it up. They're now putting it back together, and the federal government is fucking rubber stamp sealing it to make it happen. So that what? Are we going to break it up again, or are we all just going to continue to pay them $90 for internet, $150 for fucking TV? I'm sorry to tell you, but I work for a freight company, and Amazon is one of our customers. We deliver to their warehouse. You son of a bitch! We are 69,420th party that delivers from shipper to Amazon warehouse. It's, you know, if there's no accountability, and that is, you know, what corporate, just a corporation in general wants, is zero accountability. And where there is no accountability in any system, everything breaks down, you know? Because if I am not satisfied and I try to contact the company, but the company doesn't receive, you know, we only take emails and we'll only, you know, accept your communication through this form after we've registered that you've already tried to communicate with this other person who isn't responsible. It turns out we are responsible. So you got to do this first. So like, if I bitch to them, but they talk to the hand me, and then I have to bitch to the other guy over here, and then that person says, well, you need to be bitching to this person. And if it never, like, I can't land it where it's supposed to be, then you just, like, the guy at the end of the trail who works for Amazon doesn't have to fucking do his job. You know? You're never going to hear about the problem, right? If Amazon doesn't hold the seller responsible to hold their private shipper responsible, then the private shipper never holds the fucking dude on the route responsible to do the fucking job. But that's exactly the system that they design, that they want, and that they create, because they don't want to, you know, one less phone call to deal with, you know, and more importantly, less legal culpability. You know, we have deniability. If there's some like major issue that comes up, we can say, well, we're just Amazon. We're really just a name and a website. You know, we don't sell anything. People sell things through our website. We're really a service provider is what we are. And sure, we've got our own warehouses, but that's a separate thing. And we're not housing our own products. We're housing products that our sellers ship to us in order to like have them more locally, and they can ship a little bit faster and give their customers more confidence. But that's not, we're not like, you know, warehousing the products. We're just warehousing the products, and we're not shipping the products, even though we've got trucks out there, black trucks with our logo painted on them, Prime, that are shipping the product, and we're hiring the third-party shipper. But when we hire the third-party shipper, we're not the ones who are shipping. We're just hired someone else. So if you've got a problem with the product that you bought on our website, which isn't really our website, through a seller that isn't us, and through a warehouse that they put it there, but we didn't tell, and they pay us to have it there, and then we ship it, and then we chose the shipper. If you've got a problem with that, you know, talk to anybody but us. Talk to UPS. Wow. You got a great system where I'm glad that we threw out, you know, Main Street America for this system. I mean, I'm glad that that we have Walmart and Amazon now, and no like small individual owner, people who could take pride and care about the products and the services. I'm glad that we've got these giant fucking corporations that have completely undermined what our representatives can't stop calling the backbone of America, small business. I'm so glad that it's just, they've built themselves a middleman agency. They've built themselves a middle hub distribution network. Amazon is nothing as far as Amazon is considered, like from their perspective. If they ever had to show up in fucking court over something that was going to cost some billions of dollars and stuff, you would find out that Amazon, as far as Amazon is concerned, is a phantom vapor. It doesn't really exist. It's a brand. We've got a website that you land on, but really we're just facilitating people buying from other people. And we're facilitating shipping. We don't do the shipping. We're not responsible for the shipping. We're just middlemaning. We're just facilitating. And when shit goes wrong, don't come talking to us. The way to go back is go buy stock in Comcast, and when it gets to a much higher valve, cash out and get paid. I don't think that would help. I don't think it would help me or anybody. The company gives private residences free appointments so we can make sure we get our stuff. I don't know why other people don't do that instead of RNG guessing if somebody will be hope or just fake delivering. Like appointments to deliver. I mean, that's fine, I suppose, but it doesn't matter, Leave it on the fucking porch. Number one, it was a fire extinguisher. Two, if you need a signature for some reason because it's compressed chemicals, you can't just leave it there. Fine. Knock on the fucking door because we were here all goddamn day. And every day before it, every day before that. It's goddamn end of October 2020. I don't know anybody who's left the house for the past 7 months. It's hard to say you weren't there to receive delivery. No, you just didn't fucking knock. Hey, Pawn, ever notice that the people who rail on responsibility are also the ones who have a visceral hatred for anything that would actually hold them accountable? I noticed that, the reverse back-talking circular logic bullshit of especially, people in power and whatnot. What I really liked was footage of Lindsey Graham, who's a Senate representative who's been, in the U.S. Congress for, I think, 712 years after that vampire bite, and it's important that we keep him in there because he knows firsthand about owning slaves. He's just that fucking old, and he's been around so long. He's about to lose his seat because, he lied. Because he's been a horrible person for all of those years, and finally there's some comeuppance. But, because this year he decided to throw his political career away in order to position a Supreme Court nominee in who he, shouted in 2016 as well as 2018, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't put a Supreme Court nominee in place. In the, if the primaries already started, he actually said in the last year of a presidency, you should wait until the president gets there. And, he said, hold me accountable. And now he's on television. I love it because he's out there begging for money. And while he's begging for money, it's just beautiful because it's like he's arguing against himself while he's arguing for your money. Because he's saying, I'm being donated, outdriven, out fundraised. They've got all this money and they absolutely hate me. And if you want, get to the, it's like every time that he launches into, they've got all of this money behind them. And please give me $5, $10, so that we can win this thing. What you're doing there is you're acknowledging that the people are giving money to the other person because they want that other person and not you, while begging that more people give you money because not enough of them are, and now you can't compete. Lindsay, it's you're acknowledging that the people don't want you, and using that as like a child does with an excuse of, yeah, I need your money. Why do I need your money? Because nobody's giving me money, because they're giving all their money to this other person who, oh, I guess that's because they want them to win. So loving that. That's fun. I get the email saying that we just missed you. Bullshit, I was here all day on my door. Cam didn't record anything. Ooh, I should put a fucking, this is I like here in Detroit especially, I need to put like a camera out there and a series of signs, and including to my USPS, agents, because if I put mail in my box and the flag up, that won't get the mail. I have to be out there and be like, hey, there's mail in the box for you to take, hence the flag being up. And that's for USPS. I don't send a lot of mail, so they're not used to picking it up, I guess. Also, my mailbox is hung rather high, so I can see where I might have more right to complain if it were down by another 2 feet and they could like open it and see into it, as opposed to just have to trust that there's something in there. I didn't hang it there. It's how it's been there. I just need to change it, Yeah, some cameras to confirm that you never got out of the fucking truck, bitch. What are you talking about? We attempted to deliver and no one was home. There's a car parked in the street in front of my house. There's another car on the side of the house. So you got all the evidence that somebody's home. 2 other fucking companies, 2 other delivery agents made deliveries to my house the fucking day that you say there's nobody. Oh, we couldn't deliver. Sorry, we missed you. Sorry, you're full of shit. But yeah, some signs and some cameras. It's not enough to just post a camera. Like nowadays, you got to post a camera and then get a sign printed that you can hang up that says, delivery agent, this camera knows whether you were here or not. So I guess you better knock, bitch. Get out the fucking car and come knock before you decide to write up a note that says you came and we weren't here. Paul, I need a fire extinguisher. Go down to City Hall and steal one. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Down to 1 Woodward. Big building. Yeah. Especially if I wore the right kind of hat. And I could just grab one off of the wall and, if you got the right... And a clipboard. Clipboard and just a kind of construction-y looking hat kind of thing. Clipboard and that. And I just walk around with it. Just look at my clipboard the whole time. Walk out the building. Nobody will stop me. Boom. Free fire extinguisher. Bam! And then when I light the building on fire at 1 Woodward with my planned, domestic revolutionary attack, they'll have 1 less fire extinguisher. So it works out on all of the angles. You just shot me. How do you send mail in good old America, says Mappycraft? Just put it in your own mailbox? That's one of the methods, yes. Yes, there's a flag on the mailbox. I actually had to make my own flag. This mailbox is so old, this house is so old. It's from like 1929. So I cut a piece of PEX plumbing tube. It's hard plastic. I cut some hot PEX from the hotline. It's because it's red. I cut it in half and shaped it into a flag, and then I screwed it to the side of the mailbox. Now I got a flag that I can put up and down, and it doesn't symbol anything from anyone. The idea is if you've got to come to my mailbox to put it in, if I put this flag up, then you might as well reach in and take this one out and then put the new stuff in, and then, it's as though we have a mail service at that point. Mr. Techtite gifting a sub, and it landed on Kenneth 1. Kenneth, you're here? I didn't see you in chat. Thank you, Mr. Techtite, for the gift sub. And Kenneth, here's some dick. Some big, big dick. You can put mail in your own box, and they should pick it up if the flag on the box is up. Yeah, we've also got, obviously, mailboxes, but I don't know if you've noticed on television, they've been ripping those out. Especially in the districts where black people might vote. Don't know why, though. Still trying to figure out, what the benefit is of getting rid... there's no monetary value to an old mailbox that was sunk into the ground with concrete that now you have to come out and take out. And now there's... I don't understand what the value... you could... How does that... Dramacian with 5 gift subs. Jesus Christ. Bon Yeti, Make It Pies, Event Horizon 990, 4 Ma, Wolf Scout 18, all recipients. Ooh, and I got something too. What did I get? I got K-Pop Love. What the fuck even is that? What is that? I don't understand. It's too small to be able. There's a heart. Is it crossing your fingers and there's a heart? Is this like, this is code for I don't actually love you, and that's in reference to Korean pop music? I don't understand. What am I looking at? Thank you, Dramacian, though, for the gift subs as well as the ridiculous, nonsensical K-pop shit that Twitch is distributing right now. It's always ridiculous. Whatever they've got, it's just like, what am I even looking at? What is this meant to represent? What does it have to do with the name that you've chosen? Jesus Christ. Thank you. We need to take a live stream break, and then I need to, get back to speedrunning and see if I can't put in a sub 25-minute run instead of a sub 30-minute run. Saw you in a speedrun video, Mr. TechTite, commenting on how you got dicked out of a speedrun contest by a cheater a year back. Figured you deserved a sub. Well, thank you very much, Mr. TechTite. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna with the thing, and thank you for the gift sub, Mr. TechTite, and live stream break. Live stream break as I reload. Just repack the clips. I don't know. They say that in war the truth be the first casualty, so I dig in selector, I, the resurrector, fly my shit, sever your neck wider than ever with my tongue dipped in funk arsenic, your arsenal stripped. Power ain't full jackets and clips, it's my ability to define phenomenon, raw Crenshaw, 84 boogie down before L.A. When the war break off, where you be, take off, stand in full face-off with the M1mm, let the rhythm of the chamber hit 'em, let the rich play catch with 'em, better yet, make 'em, eat 'em, and shit 'em till they so full of holes that they drown in their own. I'm like a nail stuck in the wrist of their Christmas, don't need radio to make your family a witness. We'll be back after this 7-minute live stream break with more speedrunning and revolutionary guerrilla warfare tactical discussion. 7 minutes, pulling that out. welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream. The bastard son I spittin' on fiction, in exile for a while now with raw friction. Never be a pawn, boomerang, be upon you. Like Fela with my heart in Venezuela, it's a world favela, so fuck the novella. I'm out of the cellar with the blade and machetta for the whole new world order you to bow down to the loud sound of slavery. This era be terrible, terror-filled, terrified. Why would we ever let a few white Christian fiction shape our tomorrow following them? 'Cause tomorrow's got a gun to its head. The tyrant's coming, rising like the dawn of a red sun. If you fear dying, then you're already dead. Welcome back to the live stream. We're cluster trucking, and many emotes are being shared. 2 subs coming in from Tree Spot C. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Big Dick Club. Amish Stig and Helig Zweihandler. Helig Zweihander. There's no L in there. Thank you so much, Trio Spot, for the subs and to LZH 1703. Jesus, are there that many people here to actually give subs to? Thank you guys for the thing. I don't know. I just not sure why he sings or raps, but all right. Yeah, I don't know. I want to recommend to you the works of Zach De La Roca. I want to recommend to you, you're probably familiar with Rage Against the Machine, but after they shut down Rage, they did a little project album called One Day as a Lion, naming the band One Day as a Lion, and the album. And it was very timely, I would say, coming out, while our, thighs were just covered in fucking sand of Iraq and Afghanistan wars and stuff. And it was an album that did something that, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do so loudly and so absolutely fucking dead on target, unashamedly, which was imagine, the perspective of the enemy. Of that war, along with imagining it from the perspective of our soldiers in a very straightforward and real way. And so I highly recommend looking into One Day as a Lion for bars similar to those that I just spat, because it gets that was the intro. That was the lighter part of that song. And I'm having trouble. I have a drinking problem. Can't get it into my mouth, apparently. Mr. Techtite gifting his sub. TF, you're a Big Dick Club member now. Thank you, Mr. Techtite, for the gift sub. TF, it's appropriate because we're definitely measuring dicks on the leaderboard here. me and TF here, by IGT. I just barely and need to update these numbers, but like half a second difference between us on any percent. And then any percent desert, TF just got my, let's see, by IGT. Really? Is that right? I swear I had third. Oh, AJ submitted today. Well, TF managed to take my third place, and then AJ managed to take TF's third place, so there's a lot of activity, actually, in this speed run right now. Lots of things moving through the leaderboards, and as a moderator, I'm supposed to be verifying shit. That's happening. I have verified two runs in the past few days. I think we've only seen, 5 legitimate runs come in. 5 runs that we could actually moderate come in. So, I've pulled some of my weight, but make no mistake, I do intend to go through our leaderboards and take a day and several hours and IGTify a lot of the stuff that has missed the IGTs. So it's a-coming. Just gotta wait for that one good day, right? Thanks for the sub. This is my 4th month getting gifted into the Big Dick Club. Okay, I'm gonna get back to running. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to running. Boom. Back into the noAbility run here and see what we can pull off. I get this feeling like, does anybody else see that it feels kind of like occasionally it feels like the screen is pulling backwards and forwards? Like this is 144, well, it's 120 hertz now, and I was playing on 60 before, and so it's way smoother and crisper, and I feel 1000% better about everything that I'm doing, but occasionally I get the feeling that, like, it's kind of lurching forward and backward. Like, the lag is, whatever kind of lag there is doing something weird that I'm unfamiliar with. My eyes are like, huh? The hell is that? Oh, damn, that was so smooth and beautiful, but I didn't have the right jump timing to pull that off. Into 1-6, we're gonna come down on the side here, we're gonna try and get a lot of speed. Try to get on the top of the back of that one to come through with the maximum speed. If we can't, easy back up from there. 1-7 now, pushing forward through, we need to get a lot of speed to make that jump all the way to there, and then go straight out. 1-8. Okay, I think I remembered what I wanted to do. I can't say that it's good, but I did remember what I wanted to do there. Didn't quite deliver it great, but it's better than what I've been doing lately, because I just couldn't remember that since we came back to noAbility, what I used to do. Yep, get me up, nope, get me up. Take a little maglev to clear it out with just barely sub 12, not a great time through that level. And then out to these trucks, and straight out into World 2, deathless. Good, we got a start. Me up to these trucks, I'm going to pause here momentarily and then move forward, because it gives me a better chance that these trucks could be in this position. Still big RNG, but if it is, then I can move through for a time like that, a sub 13 time very easily. Increases the chance by taking that little delay. Damn it, all of those trucks were just hanging out in the rear, and I missed the landing. Me up and over. Thank you. Go under, please. Ah, shoot, there's one. That one managed to clear. I didn't think it was going to. Into 2-3. Just need a little bit of luck, a little bit of fortune, or I could just make it happen. Alright, I did the best that I could to make it happen, but they gave me a truck ceiling that I couldn't push past. Shall we make it happen again? Whoa, we won't. Fuck. Told you we needed some luck here for something to come out that's useful. Like, damn. Okay. Okay, I can use that. It's a bad truck to have to take that last jump off. We got through, 20-some seconds behind, and then didn't make the jump, didn't clear it, land it there. I better play real good now, Paul. Real good. 2-5, you know? The thing about noAbility that I'm having to readjust to here is that it's very much about caution. Hit! Going for the safer technique. Making sure you don't die. Yeah! Oh, there we go. Straight to goal. Oh, shit. That doesn't go straight to goal. I'm resetting. It wasn't enough. It looked like it might have been enough, but it wasn't. I can assure you of that. And then this is just a mess. We'll take it out. Another gifted sub from Trio Spot. Yeah! Alright. Probably shouldn't read while I'm trying to do this. To Mr. Tektite. Hey! This is people...
You got this, pawn.
People gifting subs... to people who are gifting subs. Thank you so much. And the Light Guy 89 with the cheer. I don't think I got this yet, but you know, we will. Just gotta keep getting warmer. Gotta keep rebuilding the skills that I had 4 months ago when I walked away from this category. And then get, lucky too. Damn it. How am I gonna do for that boulder? Good, it's not an issue. We just get up to the front truck, and I've probably delayed myself so much that I can go straight to goal, and I was able to. 210 now. Lean into you, pop to this guy, climb that, see if it doesn't give me the kick I'm looking for. It didn't. But I'm still up here. No, no. I should have just gone for it, but it took my speed when I went to take that jump, so it was more likely that I wasn't going to make it. And I thought I might be able to come back to it. And there wasn't a truck ahead, you know? I'm looking for a truck ahead to make sure that I can clear it. Alright, into Winter World. Damn it. This has always been like a tricky little movement if you want to do it quickly. And it doesn't look like much, but it actually is. 3-2, we're gonna try for the mega jump. Didn't get it. Damn it. Go. As soon as that's clear, I just right strafe out and jump for the goal. This is our backup. Into 3-3, get some speed off of that one, and then we just fall our way in. How am I doing? 50 seconds behind? Great. I mean, it kind of is, considering how long I've been away from the category. Wait for a bit there, let that rush forward. Again, faster methods exist, absolutely, but safety. Gotta find the blend. Nope. There we go. 3-6. 7 tried to kick me off. That's fine, that just means I'm gonna be doing this slow. No, you're not. You're gonna get some speed from back here, carry it through to the front truck, and go straight to goal without dying right